welcome back. I'm Mary Jo, also known as Sewjoquilts, and this is my channel where I talk about all my quilty stitchy things. And I'm back for another All Ohio Shop Hop haul. So, this region down here, it's all completed. I've done a few over here, and when I left off, we were up here in this northwest region doing the bottom half. So, the last one I talked about was up here, Upper Sandusky, which is so nice. So let me get the bigger map of that region up here. So we were right here, number 9 in Upper Sandusky. Now from Upper Sandusky, I was going to go down here to number 5, Kenton, and however, it was my fault. I didn't realize they were closed on Wednesday, so we couldn't go there. Now it clearly states that in the book. I just overlooked it. So I will have to find another day to come up here just for number 5. I'll figure it out sometime. I still got to the end of September to figure out when I can get back up there. So from there, we went straight down to 11, which is in Serendipity. Now, I did notice that these were closed before we got there. Before we left So Nice, we put it into Google Maps, which is what we use to get us to where, and it said it was closed. I'm like, what? So I looked in the book, and it clearly stated it. So it was completely my fault. But then we went down to number 11, which is Serendipity, and it is in Waldo, Ohio. And what I got there is... oh, nope. Wrong one. Wrong shop. I got this block. So that's the block they gave out. And my husband found this fabric. It's keyboard fabric. So he wanted this because he wants me to make him like some big mouse pad type things for his desk. So he liked the keyboard. So we bought a yard of that. And we also found a panel. And that was $13 something, and this panel was $12. So we bought a panel that has these crows and books. We thought my daughter might like this. So there's just that panel. I'll find something to do with it. Just don't know yet. That's from Henry Glass. And it is Crow-Mazing by Jan Mott of Crane Designs for Henry Glass. So that's what we bought there. I don't know if this has anything, this novelty keyboard print, if it has anything on it. It said Discotheque by Studio E. So that is what we bought there. Then, as we were leaving, she had a little bin by the door. And it said, free gift, please only one item per like $20 or something. And we had spent just over $20, so we picked out one of these things. And they're scraps, is what they are. But this is this is flannel. And my husband loves flannel, so I picked this out. And this is, I think, like a half a yard of a flannel. So this was kind of a free gift to pick out. So that's what we picked out there. Actually, I have something right here. Let's measure it. Actually, it's over half a yard. It's at 25 inches. 25 inches. Free 25-piece inch of flannel. So, gotta love that. So, let's see. So then we're up here, like I said. So we were doing the bottom half of this northwest region because this was on our second half of the day. And then from there, we crossed over into what they're calling the south southwest, but it's more central, in my opinion, this Columbus area. So we went from there when we went down into this Columbus area, and which they have it labeled as southwest. So let me pull up that map. So it's southeast. Sorry, all these regions are getting confusing. So they're labeled Columbus up here into the southeast region. So right up here is number 5. Actually, it's Dublin address, which, you know, those are all kind of like the Columbus-y suburb areas. So we went up here to 5, Red Roosters, and this is in Dublin, Ohio. And what did I get there? Well, this is the block, first of all. This is their block. Right there. And I just bought some fat quarters. I bought 5 different fat quarters, and their fat quarters were, let's see. Oh my, they were $4.29 a piece. Oh well. I didn't realize they were quite that much, but that's okay. And this is from Primitive Gatherings. I think it's pumpkin spice. I'll look and see if I got any salvage in a minute. But I just bought 5 fat quarters. Yes. This is pumpkin spice gatherings for Primitive Gatherings from Moda. So I got this green. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but we'll find something. Then I have this one. Some more of that off-white with some purpley leaves in there. And this one. And some leaves and acorns in there. And this purple. So those were the 5 fat quarters I bought from Red Roosters. So then we're staying right up here in this Dublin area. And from there we went over to Quilt Beginnings. Now, Quilt Beginnings, again, I have been to many times. That's actually where I have bought both my Baby Lock machines. So, I got this little quilt block from Quilt Beginnings. And I found some fabric I hadn't saw before that caught my eye. Now these was $14.95 a yard. Oh, I also have a coupon for 10% off, $50 or more. So I will keep that with my other coupons. Never know where I might get up there. Although I probably don't need any more fabric after this shop hop. So I found this fabric that I really, really liked. It caught my eye. This is from Robert Kaufman. And it's Flutter. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Advocate art for Robert Kaufman. So I'll just hold it up. This is what the salvage says. The line's called Flutter. And that's whatever that name is. Penlado, Fallen Prodded, I don't know. Something. But I really liked it. I really thought it was pretty. And these are all from the same line. And then I found this green, which I really liked. And this pink. So again, I've got this bag thing in my head lately. I don't know, but I'm thinking like an outer print, an inner print, and some accent. Or a 3-yard quilt. We'll see. That's what I bought from there. Then, from Dublin, right here, we went over to number 14, which is So to Speak in Worthington, Ohio. Now, I've been here a few times before too. And let me show you what I bought there. This is the block card. That's what they got. And I wanted some Tilda fabric. This is my first Tilda fabric I've ever bought, and I knew they had Tilda fabric, so I bought some. Now, they had Tilda fabric that was already pre-cut into 1 yard cuts, just sitting there that you kind of picked out and choose, so I bought it. Now, these were $15 a yard, and these are the prints I picked out, and I kind of picked them out to coordinate together. Now, this is, let's see, the Sanctuary collection. See, it's upside down, isn't it? So I bought a yard of that. And then to go with it, I bought a yard of this blue. Let's see. This is also the Sanctuary collection. So I bought a yard of that. And then I bought a yard of this. And this is from Creating Memories. So that is something with 3 yards. Who knows what I'll use it for? We'll see. But I'm sure I'll find something. Okay. So that is everything I bought on that day. Because after number 14th, we still had a little bit of time. I thought I could try to make it over here to number 11 before we went home and everything closing. However, this is at the end of the day and we're in that Columbus area. Traffic is awful, so we weren't going to make it around. So we just decided to call it a day and go home. So that ends that day. Till next time, bye.